What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everyone is doing well. Everyone is living their life as best as they possibly can. Alright, all my church announcements will be down below. Outside of that, get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you sipping on. Get it and bring it close. So we are all gathered here today in the treehouse because this tea talk topic I think is essential and mandatory, because when we say govern ourselves accordingly, this is part of the process as well. It can be part of the process. It all depends on how you control your emotions and how you want yourself to be seen when adversity comes. You know, you never really want to be the person to be quick to jump off. However, it comes times and moments when we really have to think about this. Alright, this situation is sponsored by a PTA meeting. Happened at the school around the corner from me. And Lord, you would have thought the whole city department, police department, had heard it was a bomb threat. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. But this one lady, I don't care if she was a Karen. I don't care if she was a Daniel. I don't care which one it was. All I know is that between this and I was watching something on Netflix. I'm like right now in love with like the international type shows, because it's also good for me to continue to brush up on my language speaking. But it was so interesting. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it. I hope y'all have seen it. If not, I want y'all to. It's called Money Heist. I think it's called Money Heist. And my favorite person out of that whole entire series so far is Tokyo. Tokyo is green light. You hear me? We all need friends like Tokyo. I mean, we just need one. I don't think my friends will say it. But it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. But Tokyo, just like Tokyo's energy, like if there was a word to explain how she lives, if there was anything a word to just describe as to like how she probably felt in the midst of all the heists that she was doing, was adrenaline. Because she was always like, girl, trying to tell you something. It was just like, it was in her water, it was in her blood, it was in her veins, it was in her meals. Like, she slept it, breathed it, like it did not matter. She was green light for everything. Just like the PTA person that was up the street around the corner causing the fuss and the hoo-ha. So we, you know, these type of things we need to really converse about, okay? Because it's starting to get dangerous and more dangerous. You know, the less and less resources and support there is out here. All right. Now we have to understand we all have our right to anger. We all have our right to have some type of rage. And it's not fair. I don't like saying that we're not supposed to have it, but it is an emotion that we feel. Well, at some point time or another, you're not going to always have fried chicken in prison. So we need to talk about, what are we green light for? Like I said, Tokyo hands down. Tokyo hands down. I got to enter Tokyo. We all got to enter Tokyo. When we are provoked and violated, we all have an inner Tokyo. You know, to each his own. But, and even then, when it comes to the parents out here, mama, papa, cub, I don't care. You know, you don't mess with someone's, you know, offspring. If they really serious about their offspring, no hold is barred. All these action movies can happen in real life behind somebody's kids, pets, children's child. I'm just saying, anything can happen, okay? John Q in real life, it can happen. All right? Alex Cross in real life can happen. So we have to be careful as to what goes from not red light, not yellow light, green light. All right, because we have to think of, are we trying to build our character Or is this some type of cadence to somebody? A lot of times, gang-related activity is highly relatable to cadence, because a lot of people want someone to look up to them. And they feel as if, like, the more people look up to them, they seem like they're God. That's a lie. I want to see some nails getting tacked in your head and your arms, and I want to see you live, since you think you this high and mighty. You know, you know that these are the realities we live in. We don't have a lot of people who have the potential to, you know, withstand hardships and adversities, and you know, just going through the climb in the pool of just trying to be confident and love themselves, and, you know, just get back into who they are. A lot of people don't like that because it pulls from the loss that they can lead. You know, you have enough people having their hands dirty for you. Let me shut up. You know, either way you look at it, we have to think about what makes us tick, what makes us talk. You know, what makes us give that cause and give us that effect. We need to think about that pro, we need to think about that con. Because once you're green light, you full speed, it's very hard to go from almost 280 miles per hour all the way down to 0. And you're 100 yards away from any type of traffic instruction. Imagine you being green light so much so, like, the wind is in your jaws, heifer. I mean, they just... I used to be that way. But you also got to understand, too, you reap what you sow. And if you don't calm down and realize that you're living too fast, you will realize not only will you miss everything, but the impact from your consequences is so much harder for you to survive from, that you're instantaneously going to end up completely expiring just off of the impact. Because a lot of times we just look at the thrill in the moment. Everything has a good feeling and everything has a bad feeling. You gotta find somewhere in the middle. You gotta find somewhere in the middle. Because if you don't, a wise person once always told me, you're just going from one extreme to another. You went from a high thrill ride to a funeral. One extreme to another. The same thing goes from you building healthy relationships so fast for whatever the lackluster reason is for your backstory, you know, instead of just, you know, slowly striding and then, you know, galloping to being friends. You know, a lot of times when we pillow talk, we tell the most valuable things that can really bring a person to want to be green light. And there's not a lot of reciprocity in that, because once you see green, there's no coming back, you know. Even though the light goes right back to red and it does the same thing all over again, that's how lessons are as well. When we don't pay attention, we go right back to red, and then when it's time to see if you learned your lesson, it's kind of like yellow. And then when you really think you got it going on and you don't have to answer to nobody, supernatural or no, that green light gonna get you in trouble if you're not looking both ways crossing the street, looking out for bystanders, pedestrians, children, ducks, other illegal animals that you ain't supposed to run all over. There's a lot that comes with you increasing your speed of wanting to live life. So just understand that at some point in the time in your life or in the day, that green light is going to eventually get to red. Some of us have the blessing and the mercy to see that yellow light coming, and we acknowledge it. There's instruction and there's wisdom coming. You acknowledge it, right? So then that way, when that green light comes, you're not seeing it go as fast as you saw it coming. You're actually able to embrace, you're actually able to appreciate, and you're able to say what it is that you've learned and leave the rest. That's life. Life is a fucking traffic light. It really, really is. So, 2022, what you gonna do? That's all I gotta say. But y'all let me know down below. Please do. You know, what are you green light for? I'm all about my character. You know, and I'm full of it. So, by all means, I have to govern myself accordingly, because even though we pay taxes out here, got all this land, had it for free for years. Now all of a sudden we gotta pay taxes and deal with shit like this. This is way better than me having to live in a closet-sized room. And it's just like, you feel as if like you were green light. You wish you had gotten a yellow before it turned red. But we gotta realize, when did it turn green for you? Because whatever happened, in order for you to be green light, you need to check whatever triggered you. So then that way, it's smoother sailing than what it was when you first started crashing and bumping into stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But just check yourself. Check yourself. Govern yourself accordingly. And if it doesn't serve a good purpose for you, don't even freak out. It's just like if someone was to call the wrong number. You know, you don't flip out and do all that extra shit. You just say, no, wrong number. So when someone comes to say, hey, ABC, you got the wrong emperor, you got the wrong empress, you got the wrong king, you got the wrong queen. Ain't gonna work. Because even peasants want to become official someday. So even then, I don't care. You got the wrong person. Check your green light. Check your green light. Check your brakes too. Shit. Make sure it got fluid in them. Check them. Because at some point you do have to grow up. You don't grow down. You grow up. Alright? So, be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. I need to go. Oh yeah. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. So then that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. Y'all be sure to go over to my secondary channel, Stellar Bistro Foods. All of those church announcements will be down below for you to try. We had a really, really good holiday season for since like October. Since October. So what is it? February is right around the corner. We have other projects and stuff coming out as well. You know, wedding season is right around the corner. April-ish. So, yeah. Y'all look a sister up. I'm out here working. Okay? So, outside of that, y'all have a good day. Alright? Wash your hands. Cover your mouth. Alright? Cover your whole mouth and your face. You know, it just irritates me. Why do you have a plastic shield on and no mask under it? What you trying to do? Protect shit from getting in your eyes? Because your mouth is wide open. Anyway, bye y'all. You know what? I should get a third channel called My Long-Winded Cousin. Bye.